Doodles? Aren't they also
Everyone,
involved in
basically everyone
Doodles?
there. Yeah, basically everyone who's on Doodles came from Dapper Labs Top Shot. Like
Okay.
Jordan Castro, he came from Dapper Labs. Evan came from Dapper Labs. Like half the team there. They're all
All
OGs.
right. Yeah. All right, cool. Next story. CryptoPunks give RP rights officially.
Let's
So
go.
we all know the big difference between apes and punks used to be with apes you got full IP rights, and with punks you didn't. Then we had Yuga buying CryptoPunks and by extension Meebits, which is CryptoPunks sub collection. And the first thing they did when they purchased CryptoPunks was they said in a tweet, the first thing we'll be doing is giving IP rights to everyone. Now that for their CryptoPunks and Meebits, that never actually officially happened until 3 days ago. That only, bless you, only three
Thank you.
days ago was when Yuga Labs actually ended up giving the IP rights officially for the
Hmm.
CryptoPunk and Meebits holders. But because everyone had already known that that was happening, it like literally didn't even move the floor price at all.
Yeah.
But it's nice that it's been officially done,
Yep.
because there was huge debate with CryptoPunks, and there were a lot of big CryptoPunk whales who ended up selling at a huge loss or at a lot less than it is now, because they were pissed off because Lava Labs came out and said, we will never give IP rights for CryptoPunks. Well, now Yuga's bought them, and now you officially have your IP rights. So I
Yep.
think that's really, really cool.
Yeah, it's lit. I love that. I love that for them. I don't know why they would do that. Like Lava Labs.
They wanted to continue owning it. I don't know why, but you
Yeah, I
saw
don't know.
yesterday from that full send interview with the Board Ape founders. You saw how many people are taking their Board Ape and using that to build restaurants and build
Hmm.
beer brands and build clothing brands and all the rest of it. That is really furthering the IP of the whole collection. Because
Huge.
you've got, yeah, instead of you having to open up your company restaurant and you having to do, all the merch, you've got owners doing it for you and getting the name out there.
Exactly.
So I don't know why anyone wouldn't give IP rights to the holders, unless it's like, really famous artists with a limited collection of a couple of, that you can have it in your home, but you don't have a right to use that image to make further money or
Right.
monetize it in any way. But for any 10,000 collection, I don't understand why IP rights isn't a part of it to begin with. It just makes
Yeah.
sense to me. And if we
That's
just
tough.
jump onto CryptoPunks, so they're sitting at about 70 ETH. Meebits have slowly been coming down and down and down. I still think that everything's been coming down and down and down for the most part. I still think that these are a great buy because Yuga has outright said that they're focusing on Meebits and the Dogs Bored Ape Kennel Club next. Those are the two
Hmm.
collections that they have outright said that they're going to focus on next. And
Yeah, I
everyone
agree.
knows when Yuga focus on something, like when they drop something, it gets hyped, and guys, it ends up 2xing. So even if you don't care what they're dropping, there's an
Yep.
opportunity. You see here, there was some news event went, straight up. So you have these opportunities to buy when it's like, what's that, 4 ETH, 3 ETH, where
Hmm.
it is at the moment, and then sell when it gets to 7, right?
Yep.
And then buy and sell.
Yep.
So
Literally every
that's what
time.
they've done. Yeah. The only thing with me, but they're not very liquid. Sometimes they do sit on the floor for a while.
Yeah, true.
Um, but you could always accept the highest offer.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah. So, I mean, really interesting on the CryptoPunk side of things, and happy that they did that.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe
All
it's
right.
any of those smaller collections that are associated with the bigger Yugo Labs ecosystem. It's a smart if you can afford it. At least I know three and a half ETH is fucking expensive to buy for a photo right now, but those kind of things, man. If you've been watching the floor and you're like, that's a pretty solid average buy-in price. Maybe not the bottom, but it's pretty solid. Then you're just gonna be able to ride up that news every time. Like the Board Up Kennel Club was 1 ETH at one point, dude. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Like it was
do.
one
And
ETH.
they
I
were there
remember it.
for a long time.
Yeah, bro. I really don't know what I was thinking. There was also a point with I had 3 NFTs that combined would have been probably 6 ETH, and there was Mutant Apes at 4 ETH. And I remember thinking, man, I really should sell these NFTs and just buy a mutant. Like, why the fuck would I not buy a mutant? This is like an opportunity to be part of the Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem. And I fucking didn't do it. And I don't understand. It was about the same time that you bought, I think. And I literally just didn't do it. I was just like, nah, I'm good. Just didn't
But
think
it's the
about it.
same now. It's the same now. People that aren't buying like a Clone X at 6 Ethereum, a Doodle at 6 Ethereum. I mean,
Dude, doodles are down bad.
Yeah, they'll come up again. A Bored Ape Kennel Club, I mean, there is something that's going to happen here, but they quite a high entry because everyone knows next month there is the Mecha Dogs coming out.
Yep.
Wow. But guys, always buying rares, hey? Crazy. But yeah, I mean, look, this one's quite high. So your cheapest entry is effectively